and welcome to MSME Udaan with Sidbi, where we delve into inspiring stories of the entrepreneurs who transform their dreams into reality with Sidbi's support. Before we dive in, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned to more such inspiring stories. Today we have with us Mr. Rajesh Jain, the dynamic founder of PowerMax Rubber Factory based in Chennai. His company is well known for manufacturing of two-wheeler, three-wheeler, and industrial vehicle tires. He has also been recently awarded with MSME Best CEO 2024 award from MSME Chamber of Commerce and Industry of India. Let's hear his success story today. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Tamilarsan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous, sir. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Pretty well. Thank you.
All right. As we get into the podcast, first I'd like to start with your entrepreneurial journey, sir. How did it start? What inspired you to start this entrepreneurship?
I am Rajesh Jain, the CEO of PowerMax. The story began in 2002, where I started a small manufacturing unit of manufacturing of tires. This story started very long back, maybe in the year, it was instrumented in my mind somewhere when I was too young, in the year of 1995, when I lost my father in 1992, and I was working with my uncle as a tire fitter, where my job was to fit tires for the customers. My story began from that. Fitting tires, one day it gave me inspiration. Am I going to be a fitter, or am I going to sell tires, or I want to do something different? So, seeing the size of India, I always had an inspiration fitting this tire. Why can't I make this tire? That was the drive which gave me a motivation to start this industry. So I started my business in 2002 with my family members who supported me a long way. And of course, many institutions have also helped me to start this business. So it was a now 23 years journey. It was a very good things which I can tell you from to start. Days were not rosy for PowerMax. We had a lot of hurdles, and as an entrepreneur has to improve on everyday basis, and he has to focus more on his growth story. So things were very difficult at the initial level, but as we progressed, now we are stabilized very well, and our company is basically an export company, exporting tires to major Latin market, to US market, and to African markets. And our major of our business comes from Latin market, and tire is a very important commodity for automobiles.
All right. So starting from a tire fitter, started as a family business, now being the CEO and the founder of the company, having a huge market for export. That's really an inspiring story, sir. So can we talk a little more about Sidbi, like how you got associated with Sidbi, what were the support from them, and was the loan process quite easy for you to apply, and what was the impact that it had on your company?
I started with Sidbi just before 2 years. It works on what is your business model. If your model is good and your growth story is good, they give you loans. And interest rate are very good. And one more important catch in Sidbi's is they are completely digitalized. No paperwork. Everything can be done online, sitting any part of the world. That is the best thing in them. And yes, their operations are very smooth, and Sidbi management is very approachable. They like MSME to grow, and their support system is very good. And honestly speaking, this year we achieved a 35% growth in our business. I will say the Sidbi was the instrumental for the growth story also. They have given us fast loans where we expanded very fast. And because of this, the growth was attained. So, SIDBI is the good financial service provider for entrepreneurs.
That's really good food for thought. Definitely, other entrepreneurs can make use of SIDBI service. Okay, after your entrepreneurial journey, anyone who starts their business, especially you started from tire fitter, it's a family business, you would have come across a lot of hurdles and challenges. So, I'd like to know what sort of challenges you face in the initial stages and what sort of challenges you still face, so that it can be an inspiration for others who get into entrepreneurship.
One thing you have to understand in business is not rosy. Okay. Business has its own pros, cons, and thorns. It's not rosy. Business is very challenging. And who has inspiration to grow, for them it is very important. I will say business is the best place where you can grow and where you can showcase yourself, your talent. So, of course, yes, as I told you previously that we had a lot of hurdles. Okay. See, financial assistance in the initial level was very difficult because now only I have come to SIDBI. So that were my constraints. No proper focus. The goals were not very clear. Now after gaining experience of 23 years, what is my goal? What I need in my business? The focus is much more. So to any entrepreneur who's coming, the opportunities are enormous. For export, opportunities are enormous. To US market, to Latin market, to African market, as our labor cost is very cheap. This is the biggest advantage we have in India. So if you identify what product you want to sell and who's your end customer and what the customer wants, we have to understand what really the customer wants. I will be more focused on export because I've been dealing in export. An entrepreneur has to be very careful that it doesn't work the way it works in India in export market. You have to be very punctual, very disciplined, and more focused on quality. Ye to chalta will not work in export market. This will not work. You have to bring good standards in your factory and understand what customer requires and meet the deadlines what the customer has given and product. See, by giving good quality, I would say that we are not doing any favor to the customer. You are supposed to give good quality. You are supposed to give quality. It is not a favor. So quality is the first criteria which any entrepreneur has to follow. And daily improvement, how we can improve our product more with more efficiency, and how do we automate is very important. And of course, we have to take care of our planet. How do we go more green and green? This also is very important that any entrepreneur has to take care so that we give a good future to our upcoming generations.
That's really great. Well said. Quality is not a favor to the customer, just a duty of the entrepreneur. Well said, sir. And thank you so much for sharing a lot of tips for the upcoming entrepreneurs.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamilarsan. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that motivating words, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajesh Jain, for sharing your inspiring journey. And your journey with SIDBI is undoubtedly going to help all the young entrepreneurs. And on seeing this podcast, definitely they are going to take notes, apply it in their life, and they are going to grow their business. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you, Tamilarsan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That concludes the another episode of MSME Udown with SIDBI. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned to more such inspiring stories. See you all in next episode. Until then, goodbye.